Everybody, it's Bob Boob, the real estate guy. I'm here with my son, Jon Boob. Can I see your face, John?
No.
He never lets you see his face. But, John, if you want to go ahead and kind of pan here a little bit, we're at 209 Pennsylvania Avenue in the metropolis of Mill Hall. Wait a minute, is it Mill Hall or Mill Hall? Mill Hall? You say it, is it two? Yeah, it's two words, but you say it crooked. Mill Hall, Pennsylvania. And, of course, John's looking east there now on Pennsylvania Avenue. As he spins, and you see the super cool, awesome red Jeep. That's looking south there. And then as you come around, there's an ugly dude here. John, look at it. My limousine's here to pick me up, John. What do you think of that? Only for our real estate customers, huh? But of course, as you're looking at the house here, it's 209. You can see it's a brick Cape Cod. Used to have a, I think probably what you think, probably used to have a garage there on the left, don't you think,
yeah.
John? And of course, they converted that to some space. But a couple things to point out. Of course, you got the brick. You have a metal roof. That looks, I don't know what year that was on, but that looks newer, doesn't it, John?
Yeah.
Pretty good repair. So I guess we want to take them inside the house?
Yep.
Okay. Now, as we're walking and talking here, part of the things to share with you, you're real close here, of course, to the, what we call the Mill Hall exit, taking you out there to 220, which would then be an easy commute to Route 80 if you're going towards Lewisburg or State College. And then, yeah, and you go ahead and scan the room there for him, John, as I gibber gab here. But also maybe heading 220 towards Williamsport. So good house location for commuters then. You can see, John, nice sized living room, lots of woodwork, and I didn't look at every window, John, but I think nearly all of them are the newer, the double pane. Oh, and John, look, can you see that? They're flippy dippy windows, so you can push them in out and pull them in for easy cleaning. And flippy dippy is a professional real estate term. Fireplace here. This is a nice sized room, isn't it, John?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, John, man of many words. Let's take him into the kitchen here next. So here you have a nice sized eating kitchen. And John, are they leaving the appliances?
I believe so. I think what's here stays.
So I think what you see is what you get here. And so this is nice size. Got electric stove. What is here, John? I've never seen one of these on a Lazy Susan. Have you? It kind of latches. I guess that helps keep maybe some little fingers out of there, or of course if the dog knew, your Bailey, your dog would know how to get in there and get treats out. But nice, oh geez, John, this is a big double sink here too. Now, as you can see here, it's got a nice backyard. Whoop, I'm knocking over the paper towels here. But it's got a nice fenced in backyard here, John. And of course, we'll take them out here and show them where the 2-car garage is, but I think there's somebody knocking on the door, John. Push pause real quick. Let me go see who's knocking on. Okay, we're back. That was actually the neighbor just coming over to say hi to us then. But we'll continue on the tour here of 209. You know what, John? Go ahead and show them in this room. So, audience, this is the what would have been the garage at one time. Of course, you can see they finished off, put carpet, painted the walls. It's a very high ceiling. Got breaker box out here. Of course, that's the door that you see coming off the paved driveway. So I don't know if you'd want to use it as a den, a rec room, playroom, whatever you would want to use it for, some uses. But, well, I don't know, John, you want to just take them out in the backyard? Well, I guess right behind you. Yeah,
sure.
I guess we'll keep here. I'll get the door for you, John. Allow me the honor, sir. So what you're going to see here is that we have, of course, the fenced back in yard that we were talking to you about. You have a storage shed, which is actually really nice size. Of course, you have the 2-car garage. Now, what you're hearing running, this, I think the heating system, if I remember correctly, is a heat pump with central air with a gas furnace. I think that's correct then, guys. We'll have to double check the seller's disclosure, but that's what I like, the compressor unit. Of course, that's a Bilco door. Could use a coat of paint on that, but that'll take you down in the basement as well. Of course, here you get to see more. It's brick the whole way around. Of course, we didn't always see that in real estate. A lot of times, because masonry is very expensive, so a lot of times what people would do is they would brick the front of their house, but not the sides or the back, because people didn't really see that. Would go with less expensive, but obviously whoever built this house originally, they did a good job. So I guess, John, we can show them. There's a gate entrance here. Then we have another gate over here between this property and the garage. But really, your boundary line doesn't go all the way there. The neighbor was just super cool, awesome enough to let the owner do that so that you won't have a gap there. But I don't know exactly where it would be. You'd have to have the surveyor mark it. But they're okay with that then. Matter of fact, The gentleman that owns that, he has, what's that limousine service called?
Arrive in Style.
Arrive in Style. So if you Google Arrive in Style limousine services out of Mill Hall, Pennsylvania, that's who your neighbor is. And so that limousine that we were just seeing earlier, that was actually them just coming back probably from a job or whatnot. But anyhow, I guess we continue on here with the garage. John, I'm not even a garage guy, but this is an awesome garage. You got concrete floor. Look at this, John. You got a propane heater in here, a thermostat, big workbench. I don't really know how to work, John, but it would be cool just to have things to set on there. How about it? Got a desk area. And John, look at that yellow desk. Isn't that nice? And then we got the big garage. Oh, you know what, John? Do you remember what the owners told us about the windows?
Oh, yeah, it's for his dog.
Yeah, just so you audience, the owner, avid pet lover, the dog sometimes would be out here, but the dog would hear things, you know, maybe somebody walking down the alley or whatever, but he couldn't see it, drive him nuts. So the owner actually put windows in. That's a good pet owner right there. How about it, John? But nice garage, though, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And it's actually, look, John, it's even got the flippy dippy windows out here in the garage. So this is pretty neat. Now, as we continue here on our adventure at 209 Pennsylvania Avenue, Mill Hall, Pennsylvania, they will require you to carry flood zone here, or flood insurance because of flood zone. Fishing Creek is right over here. As of the recording of this video, I do not have a flood quote for you, but if you reach out to John or I, we can give you an estimate on that. Usually it's real close to about 1% of your mortgage, but again, that's just a guesstimate. Reach out to us and we'll get you a more accurate number. But here now you can see you got plenty of parking to park in front of your garage here, paved area there, big garage. Of course, as you kind of look, so now, John, we're facing north to your right, kind of panning over, going west. That's a big public park area. So if you have kids or grandkids, or you just want to send the noisy neighbor kids, that's a whole park area over there. Used to be a public pool too. I'm not sure if that's still open or not. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of the times there. But I also know one of the other things, if I didn't mention it already, Kurt's Smoking Ribs, John, is right over there. So if you buy this house, you might gain about 15 pounds and if I live in here. But Kurt's Smoking Ribs actually is a really good place to get food. And again, more parking area here, huh, John?
Yep.
Oh, anything else in the backyard I missed, John?
I don't think so.
All right, we'll continue to show you the yard here, fenced in yard, which is nice if you got kids or pets or you just want to keep everybody else off your property. But this house, geez, John, I don't see it. Let me get this garage door. I don't see this having a problem with qualifying for all the financing programs, do you?
No.
So what John and I call the alphabet soup of financing. So you have all these programs that sometimes people even call them the first-time buyer, but it's kind of a misleading because really you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to use many of the first-time home buyer programs. But there's FHA, there's PHFA, there's VA, and if you do qualify VA, thank you for your service. There's RHS, there's rural, but this house would qualify for it. And you know what, John? Something I failed to show them on the way out there. We do have a first floor washer dryer hookup here too then. Of course you can tell with the dryer there and the washing machine. And then come on in, John, and we'll take it. You want to take it down to the basement?
Sure.
All right, so now this is the, sorry guys, I've got my back to you. I don't want to fall down the steps. That'd be funny catching me falling down the steps on video, huh? You'd probably laugh. You wouldn't even help me, wouldn't you? So when we come down into the lower level here, you can see we have a block foundation. Somebody years ago put a bathroom down here. So you have a working toilet, you got a shower here. Actually, that sink's not hooked up, so you don't have a sink down here, so you'd have to add one of those later. But here's all your sewer line going out here. But as John's panning here, you can see it's just a big storage area. Now, occasionally during heavy rains, they will get some water down here, so the current owner would want you to, you know, check that out or put things on pallets or whatever. You know, don't want anything to be damaged, that's for sure. And as we continue on, see they have a sub pump. So they thought about that as a precaution. And then right here, I'm going to stand in the middle of a lot of money here. Because here's where you have, I believe this is the heat pump and the central air. And then here you have the, yeah, that's the gas furnace there, John, with the gas line going to it. And of course, John, you know why you shouldn't really talk around the furnace very often? Because the conversations can get heated. That's my only furnace joke I got, so I tell that all the time. John, don't you think that's funny? He's not laughing, people. But anyhow, okay, so you got the heating here, and then as we continue to John's right, this is a gas on-demand hot water heater. This is top of the line. So literally, you're not burning any fuel till you're ready to take a bath or, you know, running the washing machine on hot cycle, whatever. So this is really nice. And John, look at all these gauges and stuff like this. This looks like something out of the future or something out of Star Wars or Star Trek or something like that. I don't know what all the gauges are, but everything has been done proper here by the owner. He was really smart with that stuff. And if I remember correctly, John, I think the washer and dryer used to sit here. And I think that's what we're seeing here then. So I suppose if you did want to bring it downstairs, you could, or if you wanted a second washer and dryer, you could have them hooked up there. And then, of course, John, watch your head there, turn around. Because unlike you didn't care if it fell down the steps. I care if you hit your head on the pipe. So again, more storage area. But John, I'll let you show them in the... This was probably a coal cellar at one time. Actually, for the old timers like me, you'll probably remember Wolf's Coal Yard was just down the street. So this probably was the coal bin for an old coal furnace. But could be a good storage area then, don't you think? Or put kids when they're back, John. What do you think? Put your kids in here when they're back? I know, I'm funny. I think I'm funny. But really, John, it's a neat, clean, orderly basement, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. So I'll tell you what, guys, let's do this. We're going to push pause, turn off a couple lights, and then we'll meet you upstairs to this house. So we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're back upstairs here. You know what I was looking at, John? At the fireplace here. I don't think there is a gas log in there. But of course, with having the gas here, I guess that's something you could add later, have a contractor look at that. But come on back, because this is a Cape Cod house, which means it does have a second floor, but 3 of the bedrooms are on the first floor. So John, I guess if you want to go ahead of me, I'll just awkwardly stand close to you and... Man, John, you smell good. What's your cologne you're wearing? But you'll see here, we've got like the woodwork. Again, it has the newer windows. But do you see this, John? It has the old skeleton key in there for locking the door. Actually, that's a decent sized closet too, John. So this is bedroom number 1, and I'm guessing, what do you think, John? Probably 910 by 910, about a 10-foot square here. And then, yes, John, I'll let you step into the bathroom there. So of course you got all the essentials there. And John, if you want, matter of fact, are you able to hold and slide that door? Show them that big shower unit in there. It's got the seats in there, which I guess if you're tired while you're taking a shower, or for you ladies or men, if you shave your legs, you can put them up on there to shave them. I think that your brother Jared always shaved his legs too. And I think that, sorry Jared, just kidding. We just love picking on you. Now, this is the old tiles. Now, something I'll share with you guys, and if you PM me privately, believe it or not, you do not have to get rid of this. I'll get a lot of contracts. Oh, that needs to go. That's old. And that's actually how they talk too. But really, that's false. There actually is a special paint out there that bonds to tile, and you can paint this any color you want. It actually looks really nice. I've actually done it in some of my own properties, and some of my clients have. Matter of fact, it was a client that put me onto it. So there we have the 1 bedroom. We got 1 bathroom. And then John, I guess I'll let you show them the second. Now, of course, here, John's facing the north wall. This is the west wall. But yeah, again, lots of sunlight in here with the big windows. Closet, got plenty of outlets in here. Again, just a very well kept, well cared for home. And then we have bedroom number 3 over here. This is probably the smallest room. It's probably about 9 feet that way, and same way here. But again, got the double windows, so lots of sunlight. But here's the bonus area of this house. I mean, everything you've seen, you got that garage area that's an extra space to live in, but bring them on upstairs here, John. This has wood floor steps, and as you come up, geez, John, sorry there, you guys are watching my big butt coming up the steps there, then that was scary. Sorry, young children are watching the video here now. But look at this, John, the whole attic's finished off. So, you know, I don't know when they did this, but they put paneling up, just some, you know, inexpensive rugs up here, but this is huge, John. I mean, you figure it's the whole footprint of the house, minus the step area. That's the square footage up here. This is really big then. And I did see behind you, there's some electric baseboard heat. I would find it hard to imagine that in itself would heat the whole room. So probably either opening the door or maybe, oh, you know what, look, John, even in the corner, they have a little auxiliary heater over there for that. But I'm glad you asked, John. There actually is one more bonus area. Did you hear him ask that? No, I'm just kidding. But actually, John and I had been in this house several times before. How about it, John? And we missed this part. Here you're going to see what they did above that garage that they finished off. This is a large storage area. It's got the wood floor, so it could probably be finished off a little bit more. If not, just lots of storage area, especially if you want to use this big area that we're standing in now for living space. So what do you think, John? Did we go over everything?
I think so.
Guys, again, we appreciate watching the tour, but if you have any questions on financing, maybe you have a home that you got to sell and you're curious the price, maybe you have some questions on that flood insurance we were talking about, if you got any real estate questions at all, text me or John anytime. Even if you don't have real estate questions, John's really smart when it comes to basketball and stuff. If you want to talk basketball, give John a call then. But no, very seriously, we appreciate your real estate business, however we can help you. Anything else, John? All right. Hey, guys, thank you for watching the video tour. Have a great day.